Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, boys, God, I'm so messed up. I forgot the saying. Kings, queens, non-binary beings. Yeah, what? Yeah, that. Welcome. Yes, Technicolor Rainbow in between. Fuck my job. Uh, yeah. We're here. We're here to watch people fight each other. We're here to mash action figures against each other. Woohoo! And we got some interesting ones because the backstage is hungry. Yes, thank you. My brain is not there. My brain is not braining today. Narf. Pinky is Pinky is actually very. Yes. No, no, you're good. If I could, I probably would right now. So just to give everybody a heads up, uh, depending on how things go in March, yes, yes. Ah, it would probably be good if I didn't, if I just go ahead and reach over here and turn on this microphone for you lot.
Glorious.
Creatures and Beasts, Concepts and Constructs, your winner, Ash Nazg.
We were talking the entire time, and you couldn't hear anything.
Yep. So how long do I have to stream before I remember that the microphone is muted? That's the fun part. You don't.
Don't feel bad during my Baldur's Gate 3 streams. I've sometimes left the just the starting soon screen up the entire stream.
Are you ready for the fun part? The game's not responding. I should have listened to my instincts and gone back to bed. So, Rosso, first off, let me just go ahead and do that. And I'll go ahead and shut this down. So, Rosso, I want to thank you for a 10 stream streak. Shinichi, I want to thank you for a 7 stream streak. Let's see. And Kayeth, I want to thank you for a 7 stream streak.
And Rockbar is on a 10 stream streak.
Yes.
And has been unsubscribed for 50 months.
Fuck, I've been doing this a long time. Yeah. Croc with 10 stream streak. And 50 months
6.
for a tier 1. Thank you so much, Croc. I appreciate your generosity. And now I just have to
Hex
wait.
Is on apparently Hex is on a 6 stream streak, but it won't share.
Well, that's okay. You can get your... It allows you to share it, like, every so often. Like, 1, 3, 5...
Guaranteed. Yeah, 1, 3, 5, 7, 10, and then 15, I think.
And Choco
Like that.
just reached 7.
Hey, get them channel points so that you can get exactly that.
And you can do things like this.
Yes, yes you can.
By the way, Bob, since it is that time of year, what's the ETA on the move to 25?
I believe it or not, I was literally about to talk about that, due to the fact that
Maelstrom moving or
yes,
yeah.
Maelstrom moving or MNW moving.
Maelstrom.
We've already, yeah.
So here's the thing. Depending on how, so the testing is coming up soon. As far as I know, Arkoff and Bosco and everybody, Arkoff, Bosco, Caliban are going to go through and do the testing. Depending on when it comes out, I may or may not be a part of testing because I have to be up for work at 8 a.m. And
I was going to say, early access is March 6th.
That's a Friday.
I don't know if I recalled right from like the Dark Show, but did Bosco say that he got the game early or something?
Yes. Well,
Right, he probably would be there for the early access then.
He pulled some kind of hoodooery, and he got the game for free. He didn't get it early.
How did he get it for free?
Like he said, he pulled some hoodooery. And also, it's Bosco. Don't doubt Bosco.
Bosco low-key the secret spy for 2K this entire time?
I mean, hard maybe.
By the way, apparently the 2003 version of Punk that's going to be in the game will have Miseria Cantare.
Let's see. So, first off, Rosso, you get the Mint of Eternal Aftertaste, a single white mint that refreshes your breath for hours but makes everything else taste bland.
Sounds
I've
like a
had
bad
one of those
trade-off.
before. They suck.
So here's the question then: because I have the wand that makes everything taste of berries and fruit, do they cancel each other out?
It will be bland berries and fruit.
I was going to say, have you ever had a Hall's cough drop and a mint at the same time?
Yes,
Mildly unpleasant, isn't it?
I actually quite like it. I quite like mint.
Next up, we have Choco. Damn, this is This is a little bit on point for you. Choco, you find the chocolate coin of guilt, a foil-wrapped chocolate coin that reappears in your pocket every day. That reappears in your pocket the next day if you eat it. Congratulations.
That's crazy.
You've got a chocolate zombie in your pocket.
That's crazy.
Beautiful. Unfortunately, one chocolate coin is not enough to be a ration.
Unfortunately. Until we find the D&D equivalent of a item dupe.
And Kayeth, you get the whisk of unhelpful precision, a tiny wire whisk that vibrates approvingly when you measure ingredients incorrectly.
Surprisingly apt for me.
Who's giving these items away? Shiogarath?
I mean,
Potentially.
there is an archivist in the arena. If you do not want to use a MacGuffin reason, you can always use ink.
Here's the thing, you can just find them anywhere. Whenever.
The MacGuffin reason.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of alcohol in the bottom of this hot chocolate. Holy fuck.
So as for 26, I will make this known. It all depends on how the testing goes. If the testing is good, so we're gonna. I just realized an analogy. Oh my god!
What?
Yes, Bob.
Y'all, it's Groundhog's Day. We have to pull Arkoff out of his burrow and show him the new game. If he sees his shadow, it's a bad game and 6 more weeks of misery.
Beautiful. Well, 6 more months at least.
Yes.
I thought we do that with the most rodent. I thought we do that with groundhogs. So, in lieu of groundhogs, what's the most rodent-like thing we have in the roster?
I mean, we
I
have a
mean-
literal rat ogre.
I was going to say Kane.
I was gonna say.
I mean, you do have Homs, which is like just a thing just made of rats and rats.
Do not put Fringe in that hole, I swear to God.
You're right. You're right.
Apparently, Hex has volunteered to be the rodent.
So basically what's going to happen is we're going to have Arkoff and Bosco and Caliban and anybody that doesn't have to wake up god-awful early the next morning for work, test the game. And if it's good, as Arkoff is hopeful that it's going to be, we're going to potentially transfer from 23 right to 26. Because there's a lot of good stuff that we want in 26.
Including intergender matches.
Yes, those
Which
are
means
included.
Satan would finally be able to beat the pants off of half the people.
We are not putting Caw and Yig into a 3 stages of hell match in an ambulance, a coffin, and then an inferno match.
I mean, we can.
Okay, then what about an ambulance, a dumpster, and an inferno match?
I mean, Yig does belong in the trash.
I would put the inferno match second, so you burn the trash before you throw it away.
No one wants to smell a hot
that would.
dumpster fire.
The only problem is, Bob, Yig is such a custom character, he's going to be a bitch to remake.
Mhm.
And I don't want to put Squinto through that if he doesn't want to go through that.
Hexed flashbanged it. Warzone never went to 25.
Warzone has only ever had half the roster update to 25, if I remember correctly.
Last I heard from Caliban, Zacko was almost ready with everything. But I guess they had a discussion, and depending on how 26 is when it's testing, if the game is good, they'll just skip 25 altogether.
Yeah. Honestly, it's probably better for the sanity of the showrunners to skip a game every other game.
Unless we have a 2K20 scenario with this game, then we're probably switching.
Behold, it's shit. I mean, 2K was floundering for a little bit there.
Like, 20 had good ideas, but the
Crap
engine
programming.
needed at least another year of polish.
The only good thing that came out of 20 was the grums.
Weren't they a glitch?
Yes.
The grums were pretty based, I'm not gonna lie.
I still remember the moment where Arkolf is like, he's just slowly losing his mind, and he's just going from that deep voice, and he's just going higher in pitch, higher in pitch, higher in pitch as it goes on.
Who is trying to kill Teriel?
Miska.
Ah, Chaos. That explains it.
Also, you guys talking about rats just had me like on the weirdest thought. So I kind of just typed it up in the chat.
That would be ironic.
Who's to say that they aren't the new Foot Clan?
That's the thing. I've never seen that happen in like of anything of the Turtle series that I've actually watched. So it's like,
Wasn't
that's
weren't the original Foot Clan, excluding the live action, wasn't the original Foot Clan all robots for the most part?
In the
Are we
90s
talking
they
about
were.
the comic series or the cartoon?
In the 80s, 90s.
I know that. I think they were. Hang on, let me look this up.
In like
Also,
the 80s they absolutely were.
Yeah. The
Yeah, they were
problem with
robots.
using the ooze to mutate anything is the ooze doesn't give you the kung fu ability. By backstory, Master Splinter learned kung fu by watching his old owner do it.
yeah, but you've got the Foot Clan.
And
Okay, the Foot.
They
are
can just
in the 80s were-
just
the Foot-
train them. You know.
Okay, the Foot were robots in the 80s.
that requires additional resources. It's just cheaper to print another cyborg.
Wait. I thought Splinter watched his master. I thought Splinter was a human who turned into a rat.
Nope.
Varies.
Different continuities do it differently.
Yeah.
So some
as far as I
continuities
know-
do it one way, other continuities do it
As far
others.
as I know, Splinter was Habato Yoshi.
No, I think that was just one particular continuity.
The original comic and the 80s, I believe, Splinter was both a pet rat.
In the movie he was
no-
also a pet rat, but in the comic,
The movie, yeah.
in the
So the movie.
Hmm?
Okay.
go ahead.
No, in the movie he was a pet rat. In the cartoon he was Hiroshi himself.
Right.
Gonna have to be more specific when you say movies.
The original series, the original movie series. So Turtles in Time, and Revenge of the Ooze.
Turtles
I
in
think
Time
it is.
wasn't a movie.
Yes, it was.
It was a
the
live
third
action movie.
Yes.
Oh, I'm thinking of the video game.
Don't worry, all of this is older than you.
Uh,
Yeah, you're right.
so there is a Katharina, Lady Catherine Fay Queen. Thank you for the 55 months and on a 44 streak, saying, "My apologies, Doctor. I didn't see you go live. The experiments are going so very lovely well. Soon I'll be able to expand them, and perhaps we can collaborate on a common interest. I know you have been interested in something I've been looking at with interest. We could easily have tea over it. That would be helpful if you knew where the Doctor was. Because nobody's seen the Doctor in a while."
No tea.
He's on hiatus in Cancun.
He might be fine. He might be in a tube somewhere. He might be in a jar somewhere. He might be in another universe with Lancers fighting the Albatross. Who knows?
That's a very
Speaking of
specific
sins
example.
against humanity,
Do what, Straw Hat?
I said that's an oddly specific example.
Uh-huh. I mean, the Murder Cave is canon in Lancer.
well, they are source in Lancer because they go after the super fast boys.
Our enemy faction is actually called the Albatross. They are high-speed, nomadic, like first responder kind of first responder characters.
Yes. Their entire gimmick for their suit is, can we go faster? Unfortunately, Theron has lost access to the account. They changed the password.
No, Theron's...
When did Dr. Doom start funding the Outlaws?
Dude, he has been hiring the Outlaws for... I'll put it to you like this. Remember back when the Murder Cave first joined up and first came together? There was a person in a black hood attacking people?
All I remember is someone in a black hood running around and Chaz Lee having Grim and Storyteller jump. Not Storyteller. It was Grim and freaking Grizzly Adams jump Justice Jake.
That was Theron inside of the hood.
It was.
Yeah.
I thought it was Storyteller.
No. So, a lot of the time, whenever a person in a black hood shows up, oftentimes it is usually a mercenary character, and in Warzone, it's usually the Outlaws. So,
Yeah.
let me ask you a question there, Straw Hat. Do you remember back when I think it was Power Surge and it was Power Surge and Mega Blitz that were fighting backstage for the because the Nexus Titan Championship got put up for grabs, and they were both waylaid backstage, and Grim just walked down to the ring and got the nomination, the #1 contender. No problem.
If this was something that happened in 2024, I don't, because the archive is devoid of anything.
No,
from
it's
that year.
it is on the archive. I have seen it myself. So, Nakano jumped Power Surge, and CJR jumped Mega Blitz. And
Wait, did it happen this year?
No, this was like a couple years ago when Grim took the Nexus title belt from Probunaga and Sawyer and went on a rampage with it.
Oh, this was when the whole double champion thing happened.
Yeah, this was when Grim. That was when Grim ended the double champion. So basically, to get the contendership, CJR jumped Mega Blitz. Nakano jumped Power Surge and kept them both busy so that Grim could get the opportunity to walk down the ring and take the #1 contendership. Grimm pays the Outlaws often and frequently. They are in his pocket. He has used the Outlaws on at least 4 separate occasions in canon in M&W.
Straw Hat, it's good to have powerful friends.
Oh, I have terrible news, Bob.
Mm-hmm.
One of my ship posts was given a belt.
Good.
But why?
I'm not entirely sure, but the promo for
Wait,
that,
wait,
before I knew what
shitpost.
was going to happen, was... I'm sorry, I'm going to use Butler's character here, but it was... all I know is Butler's got one ball, yes, all I know is Butler's got
I
got
see.
one ball,
This is
yes,
fair, Bob.
all I know
Perhaps more
is
information
Butler's
could
got
make it
one
your
ball,
way.
ball,
Things are
and it
about to get
keeps
very
him up
interesting.
at
Who's to
night.
say that Fey Gold isn't
Wait,
making
wait,
its way
which
to many
ship post?
sources? I do so love
taffy.
making long-term investments.
Oh no!
Yes.
Okay,
I
can
was
somebody
there
explain-
for that.
Can somebody please explain what he's talking about and why he's using my character in this instance?
Because it's another promotion, and I'm not going to advertise another promotion on Bob's show. It's also why I apologize for doing it. However, I've been drinking, and your character's the only one I can remember right now.
Hey, yeah, what are you drinking there, buddy?
About a half a cup of Chambord in hot chocolate.
Ooh.
I
Also,
am about 4 times more than I usually drink, which means I'm finally not in pain today.
thank you for the bits, Catherine. And who's to say? I mean, there might be communications happening behind the scenes. There might not. Who knows? I mean,
Well,
we know that Doomsayer is currently active and making communication notices. And Arkov just woke
And
up.
for those who care,
Yeah,
Theron
I'm still
no
trying to
longer
figure out-
exists.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what Kath Gina has been doing with all that data she's been collecting.
What isn't she doing? with
Don't
all
worry
the-
about it.
Speaking of Kath, you made a terrible decision on multiple levels. You didn't bet on Hitafi, but you bet on Luther.
You know what? That's on brand, though. Usually Kath is right, but when she's wrong, she is wrong on the betting.
Yes.
See, here's the thing, Straw Hat. A Fae, if they've lived long enough, has learned to diversify their investments. Information is a very, very powerful thing to have,
It's
especially...
a very good asset.
There's a reason why being a shadow broker is a very lucrative profession.
The thing you can say about info as an asset, it's liquidatable, but it's never liquidated.
And especially with the big information delvers already tied up at the moment. Like with OmniGeek absolutely running himself ragged to the bone with whatever he's hunting right now. Dealing with Vicious. Right now is the
Vicious-
time that a lot of people...
This is in jail. What's there to worry about?
That's just it. Why is OmniGeek investigating into Vicious? Why is OmniGeek investigating into that hospital? Why does Victor Vicious want that hospital protected at all costs?
Wait, when you say hospital, do you mean St. Uncle Dunks?
No.
Different
Different one.
hospital altogether.
Unfortunately, the hospital got rebranded when Uncle lost the property.
It's St. Rose's Hospital. It was something that Victor Vicious was protecting at all costs. Like, when all of his assets was liquidated, he told Forrest to liquidate all of his remaining assets and funnel everything into St. Rose's Hospital.
I'm
Forrest
not gonna lie.
Why would Forrest even give help? Why would Forrest do Victor Vicious any favors?
Because Forrest is the tax expert and Victor was in tax problems.
So
Basically.
I
He's
have
also
a
the guy
theory.
who- No, wait.
I have a theory, and I want it to be right and wrong at the same time. I want this to be a theory of the only a story of the only reason Victor Vicious saved this hospital is because, like, his niece or nephew is in there and terminally ill. But at the same time, I really don't want to get that real.
If that, I'll put it to you like that. If that was the case, think of the implications that would have on somebody like Madness.
Oh,
Because
absolutely.
remember what Victor said the moment that, like, remember what Victor said when he got. He said something, and that set OmniGeek off. And OmniGeek has been searching and researching ever since.
Kayat. I got a new toy this weekend. I'm not going to say what it is on stream, but we have chit-chatted about this specific topic before. Would you like to see it?
I would appreciate this simply because I lack any semblance of a brain right now.
Okay.
Now, the question is, why did Victor have so many men guarding the hospital the night of Multivania? Apparently it was...
If I had to guess, it would be because his attention was demanded elsewhere and he couldn't monitor it.
It's almost like there's something important in that hospital, isn't it?
Apparently, according to the promo, Ronnie the Rat said that they suspected that, like, VIP was in the area. So what are they trying to protect from VIP? And alternatively, they said that somebody came in there and basically took out all of Victor's guys.
Including Hutch?
Hutch was, I believe Hutch is no longer a part of it. Like, Victor dismissed Hutch.
Well, then the only other guy... Wait, then who does Victor even have left? Nitzig left him.
We're talking about, like, street-level mob thugs.
It's probably a made man that nobody has put two and two together on yet. Or, and hear me out, it's Kuso.
You think
Why would
Kuso came in?
Still be on Vicious's payroll after all this, after what she did.
So none of the faces are going to attack a hospital. Which, hilariously, means that Victor Vicious wasn't worried about a face. There are 3 of the heels that would not attack in the hospital, Grim included. And that's for personal reasons. Now, nobody knows this about Grim, so I could very well be wrong. However, Victor wouldn't prepare against Grim, because I'm pretty sure Victor had some sort of rapport with Grim. Again, I'm lacking
a slight monkey wrench I'd like to put into that. If I may.
I mean, you are the monkey wrench, so yes.
Blue Hood.
And who was Blue Hood at the time this happened?
Oh.
I mean, he did do a car bombing. I mean, that...
Was this before all of the work went into the hospital or after? Because before the critical line of becoming Blue Hood, Dave Boy wouldn't do this. It wouldn't even I mean, it might cross his mind, but he wouldn't do it on principle. Now he's an anti-hero, but he'd still need good reason to go after a hospital.
So who on the Flashbang roster does he would benefit the most from going after a hospital?
Gee, Apex?
Apex aren't healed.
Apex aren't healed.
That's the thing. This attack happened during Multivania.
So it's somebody who needed a big enough distraction to be able to take on this job, which means it wasn't necessarily a large group of individuals.
What if it was Lawson?
According to the promo, it was one person.
Fuck, the fact that it could be Lawson actually pisses me off more.
Lawson's the only person I could even think of who'd be despicable enough to do something like that.
There's a few people on Flashbang that would...
Straw Hat? I want you to say that again, but slower.
Off the top of my head, I meant.
If you pay, everybody has a price. There are enough mercs. If you pay them enough, they might do it.
So, from what we know, according to what the person said, it was one person that came in, and they took out every thug in the area. Like,
One thug, a hospital, willing to hit a mafia crime family.
So obviously they don't care about retaliation. They want to send a message to Victor and to whoever's protecting the hospital. Because it would be easier to find out who's hired the people to protect the hospital than to find out what they're protecting.
Honestly, well, maybe there are some people who are completely devoid of reason, like, I don't know, the cyberbots, they're devoid of any kind of emotion, so...
I'm gonna throw a weird one out here. And hear me out. Because during the time of Multivania last year, Vicious was a heel. Okay? People associated with the fighting against him was House Caliban, so on and so forth. What if they sent in the creation?
The creation is too conspicuous. You would know immediately if it was
you
the
would notice
creation's
something
honor
like that.
report. However, sending in an idiot who looks like an everyman Joe. The only problem is, the idiot everyman Joe is a babyface, which means he's not going to attack a hospital. Sandman, maybe.
Oh no, Bob's typing.
Yeah.
I don't think it would be Jack Andrews.
Andrews isn't exactly a face or a heel though at that time, so maybe?
Yeah. There's enough of a divide between Warzone and Flashbang that it wouldn't be anyone who shares Warzone airspace, which immediately rules out Mean.
Okay, Castuta's making a Game of Thrones reference. That's ominous.
What if it's... No, never mind. Too big. Too conspicuous.
Yeah. It also couldn't be Dirty Deeds, because as much as Red Star doesn't like people, he's the only one who would, but...
I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna say Helix sucks.
Again, Helix is very conspicuous.
Yeah, too conspicuous. Too big of a man, face mask, you know.
Can't be Lucius either. He's way too conspicuous.
Yeah, more or less that was my thought there, Sandman. Sandman would not, just because he's dealing with enough shit on the show, he doesn't need to add to it.
Sandman doesn't need more therapy pills.
That is fine, my friend.
It can't be Doom either.
A wonderful time.
I mean, apparently, it may or may not be highly rated by Dr. Grimm, we're not sure yet. The Yelp has yet to clear government standards.
Talking about who
Like I
on
said,
the
I don't
Flashbang
think it'll be
roster
Doom.
Oh, Vegeta. We're talking about who on the Flashbang roster would be despicable enough to attack a hospital that Victor Vicious had a invested interest in.
So, Vegeta, if you remember, so when Forrest went through all of Victor's finances after everything was done, after he got caught, it looked like all of his money was being funneled into a hospital. And then a while later, Smoking Mirror catches a guy called Ronnie the Rat. And Ronnie spills that Victor had guys posted at that hospital at Multivania. And that apparently when Ronnie went to take a piss, one person got into the hospital and basically took out all of Victor's guys. And we're speculating on who it is based on the information that we provided. Because whatever this is, whatever this hospital is, OmniGeek is running himself ragged, almost to the brink of death, to try to figure out what's going on. And when Victor got caught, by Madness and everybody. He said something to Madness and OmniGeek that really set a spark.
Wait, cold, emotionless, and show no qualms at attacking a hospital? You don't think it was M, do ya?
Why would Grim attack Victor? At the time,
He
Victor
said
may
M,
very well
not
have
Grim.
things with Grim.
No, M, Max.
Yes.
And also, don't...
No. Kayeth has a point.
What was Kayeth's point?
Because Grim has been in M's head.
Oh, right, he was essentially the one who stole Max's mask, and then essentially... Wait, we don't know if it was Grim who rewrote Max's programming.
I will simply tell you this. Why would Grim go after Victor when Grim already has Victor's soul?
Yeah.
Wait, he did? When did that happen?
Victor straight up said in the weeks leading to Multivania that Victor had already sold his soul a long time ago, and that he's sure Dr. Grimm has it in a fancy jar somewhere.
I assumed he was just being metaphorical.
You think anything with Grim is metaphorical.
I mean, this is almost like the medic from TF2.
Also, funny part, less than 2 minutes after that promo aired, I got like 3 people in my DMs, how much for Victor's soul?
Guess what's not for sale?
Okay, so that rules
Anyone
him out.
who's asking to buy a soul does not know the value of a soul.
One person
It's not
didn't
my
even
fault.
let the promo finish. It was still playing, and they were in my DMs asking to buy it.
And people who do sell their souls often regret it afterwards, as you can see on their faces. I mean, just look at what happened to Burger Boy.
Speaking of Burger Boy, Bob, do you want me to tell the story about that again, since apparently Straw Hat's never been here for it?
You know what? Go ahead.
So, I used to work de-escalation. I'd be hired out to various places, mostly very front-end heavy locations like box shops and fast food. I was working for Wendy's for a little while, being passed between locations to improve customer rapport. And one of the things, they started throwing me on drive-thru. So out of my own amusement, I started getting so fast at the spiel that when they stuck me on cash, the statement became cash, debit, or your soul. Said fast enough that most people won't catch it. Every once in a while, I'd get a group of people, or 1 or 2 people, go, you know what, my soul. And they'd drive through to the window, come to the cash I was handling, and I'd go, thank you for your patronage, and pay for their meal myself. This happened no less than 6 times at the last location I worked at. I only ever got in trouble once, and that's because a very Christian lady came through several times, and I said it every time.
Or who gets saddled with the Christian Karen.
Oh, she was a wonderful lady. She gave me like $5 as a tip every time she came through. Her only problem with me is I would sit there and very nonchalantly go, cash debit of your soul today.
That's something I would do.
Yeah.
Okay, so who wants, since Squinto is now in chat, who wants to give a brief recap of what we've been talking about for the last, 20 minutes?
Hey, Victor, why you protecting a hospital and who the fuck attacked it? What's in there, buddy?
I mean, I'm just enjoying the spitballing of who it could be.
You know, there is someone, there is someone who you might have overlooked. Don't know if you. What about Bulldog?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Wouldn't you like to know, cheese boy?
My favorite thing is Vegeta says smoking mirror when when Smoking Mirror was the one that confronted Ronnie the Rat.
Also, speaking of weird stuff that has happened working fast food, I think one of my favorite things, it was at one of my first jobs. I had a bunch of rodeo cowboys come through. Mind you, it was during the time of year that is known as Cowboy Christmas. So the first week of July, all the big rodeos, 4th of July, yada, yada, yada. I was tipped in a 12-pack of beer put in my car. Like, I don't know what I did or anything like that besides get their order right at a McDonald's. And they asked me, what did I drive? And the next thing I know, I got off my shift at 10 p.m. and there was a 12-pack of Coors Heavies in there. I was 16.
Simple. You passed the vibe check.
I guess.
Vegeta, it's the one. It's the one where Squinto is playing the high-voiced nasally guy, like,
Hey, wouldn't you like to fucking know? I don't know. I went to take a piss, and when I came back, they was all gone.
Oh god, I remember this promo now. Vividly.
I don't remember shit. That's because I don't watch Flashbang.
I can't remember shit either. But that's not because I don't watch Flashbang. It's, well, you know.
ADHD's a hell of a thing, ain't it, Straw Hat?
It's not ADHD either. It's that I don't have access to those scripts.
I was making a joke.
Well, I don't know if you noticed this, but I'm not good at subtle. But I'm not good at noticing whether someone's joking around or not.
Gwinto, that is the best response ever.
Fair. I thought that one was fairly blatant, though.
Watch it be something. Watch it be like the funny option, like it's fucking Donkey Kong or something.
Oh god.
Off the top of my head, there's maybe about 4 people that would be able to barter on the level that Dr. Grimm would want for Victor's soul.
Jocko,
One
I just
of them
thought of another funny
wants too
option.
much. One of them wants too little. One of them just wants to have tea with Dr. Grimm and doesn't care about the soul.
So,
You're assuming
That's
that
disturbing.
they've already had tea in the first place with them.
So, Captain.
the other funny option, Chaco, what if it's Rabbit?
That would be funny.
would you like me
What if
to?
it was just Rabbit tired of Victor's shit?
Hey, buddies, would you like me to give you a little piece of information that you may have forgotten?
What's up?
When Grimm injected Max with the nanobots and sent him over to Flashbang, he made deals with at least 3 people. Seth Jackson
Oh, great.
confirmed it,
Yeah,
and we know one of them was Victor.
yeah.
We also know that Victor Grimm has done jobs for Apex, has done jobs for the Empire of Terror.
Okay, now you're lying. Dr. Grimm doesn't job it to anyone.
Who do you think it
No, but
was?
If you pay him enough, they'll get his hands dirty.
A Straw Hat. Who do you think it was that won? How do you think that Tomasi Graves' brain got into the body of the Beast Harold?
That's the only thing about the Empire of Terror I can answer, because it was Dr. Grimm who did it.
Uh-huh. So why do you think he did it?
I don't know. Because he doesn't like Caliban?
$20 is $20.
See,
It's not that Grimm doesn't like Caliban. They're rivals in their field, basically.
Caliban is in the Nexus because of Grimm's research. They are... it's
Their
not that
counterparts.
Survivors of Lucha Underground, I know.
they are rivals. They are intellectual rivals. They're both in the same job field. They're both in the same thing. They're just associates in different sections, but they just so happen to get in each other's way on occasion.
And ad break open.
Grim is the black and the white, and Caliban is the white and the black.
Mm-hmm.
I thought
They
Caliban was
balance
red
each
and
other. You know what I mean.
black.
Shitbird. Well played, though, Chaco. I still love this entrance.
I'm just, I will find it very interesting on the day when like Grim and Caliban actually like face each other in the ring one-on-one.
No, I'm waiting for the Forbidden team up.
That could happen.
I know it could, and I want to see it because the moment it happens, the entire roster is fucked.
I mean, they did They did make a truce at one point.
Yeah, and that was terrifying. Now imagine if they team up. Oh my god, we're all screwed unless you're in one of their pockets.
Mm-hmm. Believe it or not, when Storyteller tried to kill Grim, it was Caliban that put Grim back together.
Yeah. So how's it feel
Because
being the Joker,
professional
Bob?
courtesy.
I do remember that.
Oh, don't get me wrong. There was a number of contracts that was made with while Grim was at duress, and a number of agreements that got made behind the scenes.
But Caliban putting him back together was nothing more than professional courtesy.
Well, Caliban got paid in more ways than
It
one.
was still professional courtesy.
Fair.
You cannot tell me Caliban wouldn't have done that shit for free because fuck, I'm a doctor.
Also, Grim is one of the most interesting specimens on the roster.
Yeah, he would have enjoyed studying that. That would have been him going to Disneyland.
Didn't go.
Ironic that I make that statement considering his player.
Yeah.
Look, Katrina, if it makes you feel any better, it's not your fault that we keep blaming the Fae. It's just that people like Earl King West have tainted the Fae's image so much.
I mean,
You can also blame actual Fae lore.
There's a reason why I don't complain when people say Fae fuckery.
I've learned if it goes missing, they took it, and if when they no longer need it, they will give it back. See my talisman of Loki.
I mean, that isn't always just Fae. That can be just about any fucking spirit, unfortunately.
Or
Yes,
or any
but-
average pickpocket on the streets.
Croc, I love...
No, I
Go ahead.
was gonna say, I got the talisman back. It reappeared in my room. Where it went, I don't fucking know.
Croc, real talk, I love that your debut was against Grim for the title. And I love how I was your first feud. I remember how we went after each other. Like, I still vividly remember that a part of one of my promos was, after I'm done with you and you're staring up at the lights, the only thing that you're going to have is a sore throat and a bruised ego.
God, that's a hell of a line.
Well, that's when the quarantine was my main finisher.
Yes, but that's still a cold-ass line.
Mm-hmm. But
So,
here's the thing.
Bob, do you want the bullshit that is Hitafi's promo to see after the show?
Absolutely. Hey, hey, Croc. I got a question for you. Buddy. During the Seals promos, what role, if you remember, does Grizzly have in the murder cave?
Yes.
Grizzly is the talker. Grizzly is the team builder. You didn't approach him. He let you approach him. Grizzly is bringing OTP into the fold.
Oh no, we're building a new murder cave.
Wait, Grizzly is trying to bring Anon and Krokvar into the murder cave.
So Anon and Krokvor said that they wanted to expand their group, so they started approaching Grizzly. They're looking for the quote unquote freak shows.
I thought that was why they approached Semjax.
No, Simjax approached the new Four Horsemen because Simjax wanted to be Conquest.
No. I meant OTP approaching Conquest Bloodline. Remember that whole Conquest of Pain thing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
Yeah,
then it fell
remember.
apart.
It's gonna be Murder Cave Wolfpack.
So it's almost like the murder cave is making preparations. Deals being made behind the scenes, new friends being made, old debts getting ready to be called in. Ooh.
Gee, it's almost like the Murder Cave is kind of a Spec Ops team.
Dude, why do you think 2 to 3 of them are always active at one time? And they're never always, and always the same one is never active. Like, if you see Chaz and Arkoff active, Grizzly and Grim are behind the scenes. When Grim steps up, when Grim took center stage during the Nexus title run, up until Mega beat the entire murder cave, Arkoff, Grizzly, and Chaz were behind the scenes doing something.
It's almost like they're a Spec Ops team, Bob.
Grim is a big enough spectacle to pull enough eyes so that the other 3 can work behind the scenes. Grim is enough of a spectacle that you could have 8 people working behind the scenes and nobody would expect it as long as Grim is visible.
Hey, Croc,
Yes.
your man
because
number
Grim
6.
Grim is the ultimate distraction.
Bob, I have a logistics question.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean Osman is catering?
Maybe, depending.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
Here's
never.
the thing, though. Here's the question, though. Are they like team member 5 and 6, or are they just aligned?
That's the good question, isn't it? Because you know that Grim does not have a problem absorbing multiple factions into a super faction. That's how he destroyed the Faces of Fear.
To be fair, he quite enjoys it.
I remember the Ascension.
So do I. I miss it. You know,
You were going to say about catering there, Bob?
the thing. I'll go to that before I move on to. I'll go back to my other thing. So, I never specifically said who. Here's the interesting thing. I never specifically said that it was at the Brass Kettle, but everybody just assumed that it was at the Brass Kettle.
Yeah, which is great.
Which is how perception is such a critical thing in M&W, because if you are careful with how you word things, you change people's perspectives. And you can cause panic. Who won the last match?
Morel.
Leaper.
Leaper. The Leaper brother won.
So, the Ascension. Do y'all know what the main goal of the Ascension was?
Don't ask me. They were before my time.
I came in on the tail end of that, so I can't answer either.
I was there, but I don't really remember that well.
So, during the Ascension days, that's when Zacho came back to stop Grimm's plan for destruction. What Grimm's plan was, and I can tell you all this now, his goal was to go after the Faces of Fear, separate Helix from the herd, and absorb Helix into the Ascension.
Oh, that's gross.
With Helix as a part of the Ascension, the Faces of Fear would have been destroyed, and M&W would have gone into an apocalyptic scenario. That's why Zacho came back in time to stop him. Because in Zacho's timeline, Grimm got Helix.
Oh, great. Time travel shenanigans. Fantastic.
Multiversal
Like, I know Helix
shenanigans.
is the embodiment of death, and so I'm curious as to how the Faces of Fear imploding assists in world domination.
Well, here's the thing. It's Helix that he wanted. He didn't want the rest of the Faces of Fear. Helix was a key aspect. Helix was a make or break. And Grimm did enough damage to the Faces of Fear, and Grimm did enough damage to the Faces of Fear to separate Helix from the herd. But he didn't secure Helix as the faction.
Correct. Also, I just realized something hilarious about Urza's model that we cannot fix, but because it'll fuck things up and it's physically not doable.
Mm-hmm.
There needs to be a third cat tag on that necklace.
Uh-huh.
Damn it.
That's okay. Number 4 is coming in 2 months.
No. Shut up, Kayeth.
Now the question is that 2 months real time or 2 months in game?
I hope neither. I'm trying not to have people die.
Oh, it's not going to be because of you. It's going to be in spite of you.
What are you planning?
He's not.
You
I
let
am.
know.
Bob, please. I'm trying not to have people die. I
Hey.
really am.
Hey, I didn't kill your last girlfriend.
Okay, to be official in the girlfriend room, but I really am trying not to have people die.
Again, it's not because of you. It's in spite of you.
But also, to be fair, the Felorians are kind of in a war game situation, we'll say.
You really need more people helping you out, man.
I really need Zator to show up.
Well, here's the
having
thing.
an artillerist would be good. Yes, Bob?
Things are always happening behind the scenes. So there's a lot of stuff going on with Terra Fellis. There's a lot of schemes right now.
I mean, I would love to jump over. It's just, I'm kind of stuck where I am at the moment.
Well,
Which is fair.
So all
Now, the
this talk
question
of
is-
M&W history has got me thinking, in your guys' opinion, what is the, I don't want to say best, but what is the most impactful feud in M&W history?
For what it was in the time, I think it was Funk Bosco, because that still gets talked about.
I
Squinto,
mean, I
no.
might be a bit biased. I might have to say, like, Meme and Doom. Without that, you wouldn't get faction warfare. But there's been so many good feuds as well.
I'm also trying to be unbiased and not candidate anything that when he was active, Theron was in.
Mm-hmm.
Keep an eye on that, KM. The Grunch can hear a lot of things.
Sir, you can put that chair the fuck down.
No.
I think that it has to be during the Inquisition era. That was a lot of make or break kind of things. Like the Inquisition was one of those factions where they straight up murdered people. Like that wasn't just wrestling. You were fighting for survival.
Yeah.
Rip Taiku.
Hashtag justice for Taiku. Like Gingy number 1 got his back broken.
Prison.
Oh no, Daverman, like one of the big matches was Daver Boy at the time, ending the 13 match ogre streak with a squash was such a match.
Just
Yeah,
so I
that
can
was
be
that was when he won the Curse title, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna
Watching
lie, I
that
kind of
movie
miss that title.
Don't worry, you see it every time that you talk to Grimm. Because he turned that title into... he actually turned that title, a part of it, into the Venom Spire Gauntlets.
beautiful.
Which is beautiful, but I miss that title as a thing.
Mm-hmm. Which, fun fact, he was affected by the curse the entire time. So leading up to the match with Mega Blitz, the curse that was affecting Grimm the entire time is his body was slowly rejected. He was inside of so he was habitating a body. He was in after the destruction, after Storyteller tried to kill him. He had to change bodies. So he changed bodies to Tomasi and Graves' body. So when he came out in like the Inquisition-like clothing, that's because he was actually in an Inquisition body and he was stationing himself inside of an Inquisition barracks.
Beautiful. Thank you, Willie Wiley, for 82 months at Tier 1.
So the curse
Oh,
was
no.
causing the body to systematically necrosize itself. And it was...
Bob,
yes?
I think we have a character stuck.
No, he got eliminated.
Oh, this was elimination. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, we're usually fairly good at booking eliminations.
Well, I just know he was standing there looking like he is still dazed.
I mean, wouldn't you be?
I mean, fair.
No, I think he is stuck.
Doing alright so far, Bloody. You?
Yeah, no, he's eliminated.
Fair enough.
Yeah, the second he went out of screen, it showed me that he wasn't an active character. That is the one way to tell.
Yeah.
Bloody, good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
Well, that's fine. I'll take my 10 golden bean my way.
I mean, it's 10 gold day.
So, if you... Hey, Vaughn got gifted a Tier 1 sub by Squinto. No, Vaughn gifted a sub to Squinto. Vaughn, thank you for gifting a Tier 1. That's very kind of you. Thank you. But
That being said, I forgot.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking out loud.
So if you take a look at the model, under the clothes, he has massive necrosis all the way down his spine. And if you look around his neck, there is markings of surgery and scarring. And basically up to the point where he got beat by Mega Rider, his body was basically eating itself with necrosis. His body was the body was rejecting him.
That's disgusting.
Uh-huh.
And curious.
And that's why he's making a new body, and he has been for quite a while.
Whose body will he take this time? Find out on the next episode.
That's just it. He's been gone way too long for it to just be a normal body hop into another body.
Yeah. Because we're at... Let's see, Multivania was August? 7 months? And going into 8?
Mm-hmm. Real talk, above game, the reason why that Grimm hasn't come back yet is because we had a plan. We had a plan for Grimm's new body, and it was going to be funny as all hell. But we couldn't do it.
Ah, damn.
2K would not allow it to happen.
Damn it, 2K, why you gotta give us the middle finger?
Because they're publicly traded.
So, I can probably tell you, since there's probably no way that we can actually do this design in 26. So it was going to be, what Grimm's new body was going to be, was Grimm's head surgically attached to a cloned body of Raphael Sampson.
Oh, that would have been great.
So you would have had the massive, dark skin complexion of Raphael Sampson's body, with the yellow eyes of that, with all of Sampson's eyes instead of blue being that dark, poisonous, yellow. And it would have just been Grimm's head, his pale-skinned head, just attached to the body. Like a tiny little Grimm head on top of a great big Raphael Sampson body.
Logistically, it's doable.
You could do that. It's doable, but it would have to be using a lot of images for it.
Arkoff said it could not be done in 2K25.
Yeah, there's enough coding jank in 25 to prevent modding, because they do not like modding in 2K.
Oh no, it wouldn't be modding. It would be using the sliders, probably using a lot of images for the skin.
2K is also not very designer friendly at this point in time. We're hoping that comes back with 26.
Oh no, with some with things that have happened recently in lore in M&W, I have new opportunities.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, lots of them.
Yeah.
All I have to say is, look back at all the people that Grimm defeated during his Nexus title reign, leading up to the defeat of Mega, and look at things that have happened afterwards in combination of the deals and effects that Grimm has had on M&W with him being gone.
Yeah, there's some power in the bank if he were to choose to use it. And I don't know what's more terrifying, that he might use it or he might actually forgo use it. Because let's be honest, the only thing about that is for sure about Grimm is that nothing is for sure.
The only thing that you know that Grimm wants is the plot twist. He wants the heart of the multiverse. And apparently he's been preparing for it for a long time, even as far as seeing the titles, the Nexus title, as a resource.
Here's a dumb question.
Uh-huh.
Has Grimm ever took someone's thieving abilities?
That's a certainly good question, isn't it?
Hex, I want to bring up something real quick. Osmond has had a full conversation with Grimm, with Grimm being one of the first people to know what Osmond was. And nothing was exchanged at that time. What is Osmond?
Osmond is... And I hope I'm saying this right, he's a Jinn.
Yes.
A hope, a wish, a dream. Fuck. Now that I'm actually doing the voice, I actually think that I can do a half decent Osmond.
My
I'm cracking
friend,
into my booze.
really cool. You just do not have the accent, but that is something that comes in time.
There's a reason why I approached the people I did to do Osmond. Because I approached you,
Guys,
Bob,
I'm joining
and I
you.
approached Buck. Pardon?
I'm joining you.
You're joining me what?
I'm cracking into my adult beverage.
Beautiful. Oh, my drink's been gone for a while.
But
Well-
yes.
He is, Bob?
But yes, Osmond is in fact a Jinn. Which makes you wonder, one, how was Grimm able to recognize Osmond as a Jinn so easily? And two, why didn't he go for a wish?
Matrix,
I
happy
just
birthday.
know Grimm is one of the few people who could walk into the heart of the Nexus, take what he wants, and walk away, and the Nexus would not bat an eyelash because, oh boy! But at the same time, Grimm has more tact than that.
Hey, Matrix! I see that Matrix is also joining Kayeth and Hex and having a bit of a drink.
A Frank.
Yeah? What you got? I got Shanky's whipping Dr. Pepper.
Happy birthday, by the way, Matrix.
Oh, it's your birthday?
At birth.
Happy birthday, buddy!
It's his birthday, he can cry if he wants to.
Birthday is a doodly-doo.
I ain't gotta worry about going to work tonight, it looks like, so... One adult beverage is not going to hurt my feelings.
And the interesting thing is looking into certain characters. So Kathjina is an interesting character in that they stay to themselves. However, they focus their attention on certain people very, very strongly. So
I'm
look at,
always taking... I was gonna say, I'm always taking Kathagina, and this is not a knock to her as a person, as the character who is that nosy neighbor that knows everything about everyone, but does not go out of their way. They sit and people watch and recoil into themselves, making them inconspicuous.
so what you're saying is Kathjina is the person that is always sitting on their stoop in the rocking chair, just watching the neighbors with a glass of iced tea and just sitting there from all afternoon, all evening.
Yep.
They know all the business. They know everything going on, but they don't mess with you. But God help you if you mess with them. They have the dirt.
But the moment someone comes to tea, the gossip is on.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Now, the interesting thing is Kathgina's interest at the moment is Roman, is Jackie, but also she is interested in Eric Jenerickson. The question is, why?
Honestly, the biggest one in that group of 3 that has made me go, okay, but why is Eric? I'm not even gonna lie about that.
Uh-huh.
Something tells me what we don't know about Eric Jenerickson is he is the secret owner of the company.
Very quickly, Kath, the Church of Winter is an HOA.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, technically, you do have that spa resort out in the mountains.
God damn it.
But she is interested in Eric Jenerickson, and she is also interested in Grimm. Now, granted, this is because of the fact that Kathgina has tagged with a Grimm in the past. So Kathgina has knowledge about how a Grimm operates. Granted, she might be interested in Prime Grimm because Prime Grimm is Prime Grimm. She also might be interested in him because he did what he did to Jagger Blackthorn.
And only Lady Kathagina knows why Kathagina is interested in these people.
And that is the fascinating aspect when you look at characters on Warzone and Flashbang, and you actually look at their persona, how they carry themselves, what their goals are, what their hopes are, what their dreams are. Like, if you... Let's take a look at Chaco. Let's take a look at Graven. So, what is Graven's hopes? What is Graven's dreams? What is Graven's aspirations? If you look at these aspects of Graven as a character, that can help you sometimes figure out what Graven's next plan is. Just don't be don't be a former champion.
Lady Kath aims to own Flashbang. Actually, I hate that could be an actual motivation for her now that I say that out loud.
Mm-hmm.
Bring this back a little bit full circle. I do very much enjoy that the first confirmed interaction between Osmond and Grimm was a call-out post. Because at the end of that promo, they called each other the fuck out.
Uh-huh.
And it was so calm. Nobody raised their voice. It was 2 dudes sitting at a table, metaphorically or physically, I don't remember that, saying, you know what? Fuck you. We're gonna settle this.
Well, not even. Osmond sat there, did his thing, and Grimm immediately went, I would have brought a lamp, but I think you already have one.
Well, yeah, it was just 2 dudes who know they're both dangerous going, oh, okay, I see you.
No, it goes even further when you actually translate what Osmond said.
Oh,
I'm not drunk enough for that.
So when Osmond first met Grimm, he said something along the lines of, "Greetings, Doctor. Let us discuss trees."
Let us talk about trees.
Now, I have a question for you, chat. Given who Grimm knows, what tree would be very dangerous and need to be hidden?
Oh. I'm gonna
Huge
let them
mane.
ponder on this.
Chaco, you said something?
Huge mane.
Which, do what now?
Huge mane, natural.
Yeah. Tree man. Huge mane.
Squinto. Squinto got it.
In
What
one.
did Squinto say what I was thinking? Yep, he did. Squinto said my quiet part out loud that I was gonna let them ponder on.
Yggdrasil.
Yep.
When Osmond called out Grim, he said, "Let us talk about trees," basically saying, "Let's talk about Yggdrasil." Because who is Grim allied with?
Arkolf.
Chaz, Arkov,
Who is Arkolf?
the Allfather,
And who is the Allfather?
Odin.
Odin. So, when Osmond called out Grim, he called out that Grim has either knowingly or he has either directly or indirectly been tied with Yggdrasil. And then Grim called him out on being a djinn. Funny how many characters of mine are tied with Yggdrasil. Because guess who else is tied to Yggdrasil?
I
Demir.
don't know. Are they on stream right now, Bob?
Yes.
Oh, you're PFP.
No. That one never went to Yggdrasil.
Ah, sorry.
Oh,
That one, however, has been to
Gabby.
Sigil.
Yeah.
So
Looking at the pink-haired cat girl.
I don't think I'm wearing Gabby today.
No, but I believe she is.
She was. Because I made custom, I commissioned custom art for her. And yes, Squinto, Johan has access to Yggdrasil, I believe.
Yeah.
I believe he's brought it up in a promo. Matter of fact, I think it was one of his more recent promos as a reinstatement of, hey, I have access to this, and it was during the whole Tommy N, that's an actual wrestler, Tommy Black, Gingy Boy stuff. I'm waiting because I think there are people on the roster that have connections. I'm waiting for Grim to be like, oh, and I have connections to this. It eats left hands. Because that would be more terrifying than Yggdrasil.
To be fair, Grim isn't going to say anything outright simply because it's more fun.
No, he's not. But he has connections to Arkov, who, mythologically speaking, is MNW's Odin, which means somewhere he is the father of what would be the MNW equivalent of Loki, which means there is an MNW equivalent of Fenrir. Could you imagine Grim having access to that?
I know where Fenrir is, but I'm not going to say where because that involves naming other promotions.
Hey Hex.
Yeah, buddy.
So you're concerned about Grim having something that eats left hands?
Yeah.
Do you know what a replicant is?
something in your
You're
automaton?
ringing a bell, but I can't tell what specific bell that is.
Have you ever seen John
Hey.
Carpenter's The Thing?
Oh God. Okay. Yep.
Remember Isla Scorn?
Yeah.
Grim-
Yeah, I do.
Grim walked onto that island with The Thing and the Jeepers Creepers monster, and he took over that island.
As you do.
Oh no.
Funny business.
And the replicant is still active.
Question, Bob. Is it a funny thing now?
No.
Okay.
It does, its food is often funny tasting, though.
Okay.
Just like Mom's cooking.
That's rude.
Taka had the chance to kill Grim.
And
Early-
he didn't
early
pull the
on.
trigger.
So, at the end of the Inquisition, or at the end of Isla Scorn, a assistant of Grimm's who turned on him gave the replicant an option to eat him. If the replicant would have, basically, he tried to get the replicant to eat him. Grimm said no, and he ordered the replicant to stand down. The replicant obeyed. Had the replicant eaten that assistant of Grimm's, it would have neutralized the scent blocker that makes Grim a non-target for the replicant. And the replicant would have
I'm not gonna lie.
eaten Grim.
That explanation made my brain go elsewhere, and I think that thought that I just had would have scared me more.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not
what
going to
if-
say it out loud because I don't want to give you those ideas, Bob.
But what if
I
Grim
found a
fused
fin.
with the
It's mine. You
replicant?
didn't get it. Sorry.
If he had fused with the replicant, that would not have happened. That would have been exceedingly dangerous, though. But instead, what happened is Grim injected the assistant with a fate worse than death to him. He became a mime.
No.
Yes,
We know how mimes work.
He
Yes.
became the mime.
he became a mime, and he may have became Lamine.
Ave Maria.
I still love how everybody just goes with the bit for Lamine.
I mean, it was
Also,
well reinforced.
Also, I would like to state for the record, for a normal person, I may have put a little too much booze in my drink.
Oh, so you pulled the yig.
Well, so here's the thing. I have a weird tolerance for straight liquor mixed into beverages. What is too much for a normal person is like ideal for me. I have a restaurant here in town. When a specific person worked there, I would order a double. I did not get doubles because he knew this. I got quads in my mixed drinks, which is technically illegal. Yeah.
Also, Squinto saying in chat, people are more worried about buying Victor's soul, but not what happened to everyone else who's lost theirs.
Well, here's what I'd be worried about. The fact that people are willing to go far enough to buy that soul, knowing if they have Victor in their pocket, that everything they could want could happen because of who Victor is.
I would like to stress again, anyone who wants to buy a soul, like approach somebody with a soul and buy it, does not know the value of that soul.
Also,
if you
moral
have a
play,
soul, there is a reason why you have it.
And some
moral
people,
pulling double duty tonight.
Yeah, I made note of that.
Same with Matrix.
Yeah. Good times.
So this is, I think this is, I only scheduled 5 matches, And I think this was a CPU-generated match, along with the final match. Who can take a guess what the final match is?
Yig versus Ka.
Yig versus Ka.
Yeah.
This is the feud that never ends.
So,
I
as of
love how
this is a non-canon match.
Booking. Yeah.
Well, that's fine. It's still funny.
The game insists on booking these two fuckers, and I don't know why.
Well, you know, there's enough hatred in their hearts.
Hilariously, I think Ka was somehow less evil than Yig at the end of it.
Oh, absolutely. But it was just enough that this is the feud that never ends.
Yeah.
You know, I will say this. Some people are more valuable without a soul.
Oh,
You're not wrong,
absolutely.
Bob.
Because,
Like-
let me ask y'all a question. Y'all know a fair bit about Grimm. How is a Grimm made?
Soulless.
When a Grimm dies and their soul cannot find a husk to inhabit.
Yep.
So having a body that is very strong, very connected, and still in a good place, just waiting, just in case, is a very, very good thing to have as a part of a deal. Now, here's the question.
Oh, no.
Was this when Grimm made a deal with Victor, was that the big payoff for Grimm? To have a soulless
Canonically,
Victor
yes.
walking around?
Canonically, I want to say yes. Because why else would Grimm make a deal like that with Victor outside of, big strong man, big strong body, has influence?
Backup plan.
Well,
Squinto, since
be.
you're here, would I be able to potentially get you to remake Yig for 26 if and when Maelstrom goes to 26?
Well, here's the thing, Hex. We do know that Grimm allied himself with the cartel when Victor was feuding with the House of Caliban.
That was out of necessity, though.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion. I could have that wrong, but that was out of necessity.
Mm-hmm. So we know that Victor has been in communication with Grimm for a very, very long time, including when Grimm was on Flashbang as a part of the new Four Horsemen, and even after.
Yep.
But why?
You know, backup plans have backup plans have backup plans, and Grimm is the master of the backup plan.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The only other
Vicious. Oh, go ahead.
The only other MNW character that planned as much as Grimm was Yig.
Yig was on MNW?
Yig is MNW adjacent.
And Victor is just a part of another backup plan. If not currently the main plan, who knows?
I mean, what is the main plan? But a backup plan to a backup plan.
Son of a bitch.
Yes.
Son of an actual bitch.
He is, Bob.
I'm not making this up. This was on the bloody list. Catherine, you get Fey Sugar Cube. A sparkling sugar cube that dissolves instantly in any liquid, but leaves the drink faintly glowing.
I'm pretty sure the DAC sold something like that.
Item.
Oh, hey, I'm finally out of fucking... Welcome back, Vegeta.
Now, circling back to my alcohol tolerance, the downside is I end up having hot flashes, quote unquote.
Yes, Bob.
Look at the screen.
God damn it!
Hey, hey, Choco, you're booked tonight.
God damn it!
Nice. That is an exciting pairing.
What is this bullshit?
Please do note this is a non-canon match, fortunately.
But God, it's gonna be a good one.
This is the second time it's happened. It's the second time Yig has left Kaw to dry.
Well, you know, somebody had to do it. Might as well be you, right?
I mean, by all technicality, this makes 4 times Yig has left Kaw to dry. Because during the siege of Sanctuary, Yig left Kaw to dry to take care of a bullet. During one of the matches like this, Yig left Kaw to dry as a tag partner. Actually, no.
Again, if
Kaw
somebody had to
left
do it.
Yig, but Yig won in spite of him. Everybody keep your eyes on the screen. And then Yig left Kaw to dry to the demons, which fucked him over.
Matrix, you find the almost matching rings. 2 simple brass rings that feel warm within 10 feet of each other, but they never quite fit the same finger twice.
It's beautiful.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Not fitting the same finger twice, or
Yes.
his eyes?
Not fitting the same finger twice.
That was like a nuclear explosion going off.
I mean, I had to make Yig as offensive as possible, both in-game and in RP and out of RP bloody, so...
Squinto, you find the perfume of first impressions. A tiny crystal vial that smells different to everyone who inhales it. Always reminds them of someone they've once adored.
I mean, I know exactly who that is for Kodal.
Fuck, I know who that is for Urza.
You want to know the funny thing about that, Hex?
Huh.
For Kodal? It's Kodal.
You know, I hate that tracks.
Yeah, I can probably think of like who comes to mind for Zator.
You know what's worse about that, Bob?
Hmm?
The person that it is for Urza is fucking dead!
Is that number 2 or number 3? Or will it be number 4?
I just remember when Travis pitched the idea of Kaw to me, and he was like, he's a bird and he's just a pompous asshole, so I'm like, I got you.
There's so much okay with that statement, and I hate how accurate you did that.
Just adore. Doesn't have to be romance.
But also, hey Kayeth,
Yes.
fuck you.
Later.
I mean, look, we've both already had a drink. I'll buy you another one.
Sounds good. Do you have enough money for the both of us? Because you know my alcohol tolerance is on par with yours.
I got $200 in the safe. We might need a little bit more, but we'll give it a go.
I mean, fortunately, good rum is cheap, so...
That it is.
Where am I on right now? Oh, I'm on MNW. Speaking of MNW...
Part of me wants to believe when they made that particular, like, wolf mask or whatever, that there was supposed to be a bottom part, but they ended up deleting the bottom part, so they were just left with that.
Yeah, I can see it.
Wasn't this the mask that Braun Breaker briefly wore in his tag team pairing with Baron Corbin?
I don't recall.
Oh.
But it's possible.
Shit, I might have to run down to work.
Uh-oh.
My condolences.
I may have left some of my gear in a vehicle and didn't realize it.
Have fun with the yokel then.
I mean, I...
Question, how many of you know how to use chopsticks?
Nope.
Give me a napkin and I can make an apparatus to help me use it.
Fair enough. So, due to sparkling memories, Rita's trauma, I have an issue with oil and grit when they're on my hands. I have learned how to use chopsticks so that I can get around eating things like chips. So I have a bowl of chips in front of me. I'm currently pulling out lumps of starchy potato chip goodness with chopsticks, and they're tasty.
I have problems with that, Kaya.
With what, Hex?
Using chopsticks for potato chips.
Why not? I used to eat a salad with chopsticks.
At least that makes more sense.
How?
I don't know, but it just does.
Oh, odd thought. I feel the urge to tell all of you. I had to fight my intrusive thoughts the other night. Yeah.
Who was going to die?
Nobody.
Yeah.
So, I have been trying to wean myself off of soda. So I have been including various other things into my diet, especially since I have the urge to eat food less, and I'm getting the urge to drink more liquids.
Yeah.
So I have included things like herbal tea, just straight up black tea, hot cocoa, juices, and things like that. So I bought a container of Ovaltine, just thinking that, okay, you just mix this into water and then you're fine. You have to use milk with Ovaltine. So,
Yes.
I bought a couple things of Ovaltine, and I bought a gallon of milk. And I looked at the gallon of milk. It was on sale because it expired on the 18th. This was on the 17th. So I looked at a 12-ounce container of Ovaltine. And then I looked at a gallon of milk sitting in front of me. And then I looked at the 12-ounce container of Ovaltine. And then I looked at the gallon of milk again. And then I remembered the time that some person on the internet poured water into a container of Nescafe. And then took that mixture and poured it into a second container of Nescafe. And then poured that container into a third container of Nescafe. And then they drunk it.
So I have two questions.
Uh-huh.
One, if you would have done that, was your prize a shitty decoder ring?
No, there's nothing in it.
Okay, clearly that reference was missed. That's fine. Two, have you considered getting a soda stream so you could maybe make, like, carbonated flavored waters without the caffeine?
That's the thing. I need the caffeine.
Yeah, the sugar is the problem.
Well, my thought process here is, it could pull like some Jedi mind trick on your brain and satiate the sensation without putting it into your body.
Mm-hmm. Thought about it.
Oh, did he already leave? That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
The man was allowed back into the Maelstrom for 30 seconds. He got banished again.
So
What?
I did the calculations, and so with Ovaltine, it's like if you take one serving is like, I don't know, like 200-300 calories, including a cup of milk. But there's like 41 servings inside of it, and I did the math,
damn.
and it was like 6,000 calories if you use the proper portioning of Ovaltine with milk and then drank all that milk. And then I looked at the gallon of milk, and I looked at the container again, and I thought about it.
Bob, do you know how to cook a volatile ingredient without using heat?
I'm
So
sure there's
first-
a way.
You add a large amount of usually a preservative, such as sugar or cooked flour or salt, into the volatile, and you mix the fuck out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, in theory,
Milk bomb?
if you were to get a gallon of milk that was about to go off, you could mix it with a high sugar or a high protein powder. And if you mix enough of that high protein powder, it should give you another week or two to the milk before it goes off.
That sounds disgusting, though.
I mean, it's no worse than the tuna I ate years ago.
To be fair, though, that would be the equivalent of salt curing milk,
Yeah.
and I don't know if I like that.
Considering for something like milk, I would use sugar and not salt. Because you can
Right,
cook
but
things like eggs by using sugar, which is how you get eggnog.
Right, but you understand
Yes.
my point there.
Yes.
Like, nah, this motherfucking train.
Dude, tell me about it.
I did, however...
Well, so,
No, twice. Twice in the last week and a day. I live right next to a pair of train tracks. Twice in the last 8 days when I've been getting picked up to go to work, there have been not one, but 2 trains within 5 minutes, both going on both directions of the tracks right by my house.
oh, see, I just went to get the work gear I left in a work vehicle, and the train decided it was stopping on the tracks.
You were going to say,
Or
Bob?
on the crossing.
I will say, however, I did drink that gallon of milk over the course of 2 days. I just...
Hey, Marty, how you doing?
I just mixed it
I'm
up with like strawberry syrup or Ovaltine. I put a bunch of it in various bottles. I just stuck it in my mini fridge, and anytime that I got thirsty, I just drink it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's impressive or slightly disgusting at the amount of lactose, Bob.
Bob, are
Also,
you at
this
all
is coming from
lactose
somebody
intolerant?
who's. This is coming from somebody who is slightly lactose sensitive, because I can get away with some lactose products, but other lactose products fuck with my stomach.
I
So,
have horror stories.
so after you pass a certain age, it's one of those things where if you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah. So,
Well, so here's the
If
weird
I
thing,
may
and this is why I say I'm lactose sensitive. So like normal white milk messes with my stomach a little bit, right? But if I make a glass of chocolate milk, doesn't do a thing to me.
It's because you're processing the compounds in the milk.
Okay, and that's fair. But, like, then the other funny one is, like, cheese does nothing to me.
It's because it's already cooked, which breaks down the proteins and the sugars, which makes it easier to digest. Congratulations, Hex. You are lactose intolerant in full. You just don't have extreme
Okay.
lactose intolerance.
Oh, okay, Kayeth. I need you to explain one to me then.
Yes.
Soft serve ice cream.
Hex, you remember what I
Regular
said
ice
about
cream?
cooking volatiles with sugar?
Yes.
How much sugar is in soft serve?
I don't know. I've never done the math.
Usually it's about equal parts cream and sugar. Also, it's cream and not milk. And Vegeta, you are correct.
Because, like, soft serve ice cream, and this is where I think with the statement I've made, it's a little bit backwards. Soft serve ice cream messes with my stomach, but normal ice cream, not at all.
Yeah. The soft serve has more of the liquid in it than the sugar. It is still partially cooked, air quote cooked, technically. The more you process it, the more you process it, the better it is to eat. Which is why cheese is fine for most people who are lactose intolerant to eat. Also, can I wig Hex out a little bit for a second, Bob?
Just one moment. Prince of Frost's only child, thank you for the $15 dono, saying for noms or for whatever you wish. I hope the cards guide you well. If not, there are other cards. Sometimes it takes a little bit to find the right ones. So I had on my throne a set of Disney tarot cards.
Beautiful.
And I received those tarot cards, and looking at the tarot, I realize one very important thing.
Is JC in the tarot cards?
No, because this is just normal Disney. This isn't like Twisted Wonderland. I am tied. I have characters that are tied to 4 arcana, and those are specifically for Grimm, and that is the Sun, Judgment, which is 19 and 20, and the Tower and the Devil, and both sets of cards are back to back.
Beautiful.
And I didn't realize until I was looking through the cards and looking at all the pictures.
Yeah.
Which is fascinating. But go ahead and destroy Hex.
So, years ago, I moved in with a couple of stoners. And at this time, I was drinking half and half. Because it was the cheapest thing to get. It would fill me for the day, and it would give me energy for the day, because I was otherwise broke. Now, I left for about 3 weeks. I come back to the house and pull out the carton of half and half. It's still in date. I pour it and immediately down it. Only to find out, very violently, that it had been left out on the counter for 2 weeks to be put back in the fridge shortly before I come back.
Oopsie poopsie.
Yes. It
That's
wasn't
not a good
malicious.
time. That's how you end up throwing up.
Yes. I have extreme difficulty throwing up. I have since found a workaround.
Do I want to know what the workaround is?
I drink water.
Fair enough.
Being hydrated is overrated. I'm a naturally dehydrated individual.
As am I.
Yes. Now, the other fun one, since we're in the realm of cook food before you eat it, how long do you think it takes for a tuna salad sandwich to go off?
When you say go off, do you mean be cooked or go bad?
Go bad.
Depending on the type of tuna, not very long.
My record, in that house specifically, was almost a month and a half. Because at one point, we were making a fresh dish of tuna mix every day. Between me and the stoner. Now, he didn't. He pushed it to the back, one of the mixes to the back of the fridge and just filled up the fridge with various liquids. I didn't know this, so I was going through a couple months later. I went, oh, hey, neat, we still have tuna mix. And because the days had blended together for almost a month and a half, because all I was doing was up, work, home, I sat there, pulled the tuna mix out, opened it up, and started mixing the fuck out of it. Sorry, I say tuna, it was salmon. And while I was mixing it, guess what happened to the color?
It went green.
No. So salmon is this lovely pink color even when you mix it. I said tuna if it was pink tuna. And I mixed the fuck out of this. Like, it sounded like a blender going off in the fucking kitchen. And while I was mixing it, it went from pink to gray.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's probably not good.
I threw it on a sandwich, I ate it, it was perfectly fine.
And then?
I was perfectly fine. However, had anyone else in the house ate it, they probably would have been sick. Because I was told immediately after, do you know how old that is?
I have a story about liquid things that I will share after stream.
Good,
Oh.
because I found the person that we're going to raid. And it's nobody from our community, but it is somebody that I deeply am entertained by.
Beautiful.
Hey,
Oh
chat.
shit, that one's animated?
Hey, chat. Has anybody here ever heard of the Lucky Griffin Tavern?
Yes, I
Sounds
have. That's
familiar.
Quincy.
Quincy's streaming right now.
Is he? Oh boy.
So, for those that don't
For those
know,
who don't know,
go ahead, Hex.
Quincy has a cookbook and is a TikTok creator and does daily/weekly motivational how you doing kid D&D tavern flavored TikToks with life advice and stories and things like that.
Quincy's a good bean. And let's just say he has a particular disability. Don't pay attention to it. But
Until you brought that up, I actually forgot about that.
I know, right? Like, you see it, and you, like, after a while, you don't even pay attention to it when you're dealing with Quincy.
Yep.
Because it's
He's
not...
such a good dude.
Because it's like, it's not a prominent thing unless you're specifically told about it. But I don't think he's on camera. Yeah, he's not on camera, so you're not going to see it. But, basically, just in case you look at his stuff, just to give you a heads up, he was born with a birth defect messing with his hands. So his hands are a little different than normal. But it's nothing. After a while, you get used to it, and you don't even see it anymore, like Heck said. But we're going to show Quincy some love. Let's see, what is his? He's playing Deadlock right now.
Ooh. I've been liking Deadlock.
I'm actually very happy we're rating this individual. I forgot they had a Twitch and have not followed it. Also, I believe if you follow Norseforge, Quincy will be at the Gathering this year as well.
Oh, good. Quincy got another raid.
Beautiful.
Raid the Quincy, raid the Quincy.
Oh, no. I hope that this is just somebody specific. Because I just looked at Quincy's thing, and there was somebody that raided in, and they did a bit.
Oh.
So, have some fun, show Quincy some love. And take care of yourselves and each other. But thank you so much for coming in and hanging out, having fun. And I hope you all have a wonderful morning, noon, night, wherever it is, wherever you are. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Bye bye now.